So we're still getting notices for our upcoming snowstorm. We get widespread snowfall, likely Monday and Monday night. An approaching Alberta clipper will spread an area of snow into central Ontario beginning later on Monday. The snow will begin to taper off later Monday night, with general snowfall 5 to 10 centimeters appearing likely. Yeah, it's really not a whole lot, but on top of what we've already got, it's there. Although localized higher amounts of 10 to 15 centimeters are possible, snowfall warnings are not expected, as amounts will be less than the 15 centimeter per 12-hour threshold required. So nothing's really changed as far as amounts or when. So it is still approaching. So I get looking at the 14-day forecast, and if you pay attention to the far right side, this is after the snowstorm. I got approximately 5 centimeters, 1 to 3 centimeters, 1 centimeter, 5 centimeters, 5 to 10 centimeters, 5 centimeters, 10 to 15, 5, 1 to 3, less than 1, less than 1, 1 to 3, 1 to 3, 2 to 4, and finally Christmas Day there's nothing. Yeah, I think that's kind of funny. Every day except for Christmas. So, out and about today, doing some shopping, and driving down the sidewalk, and yeah, here we go again. And the scooter suddenly shuts down, display goes blank, just like it did before. But if you pay attention to the surroundings, it's almost the exact same place that happened last time. So I get off the scooter, take the battery plugs out, or cover off, and start playing with the plugs. And I'm watching the display, and like I pointed out last time, when I was playing with them, the display would flash, and I'm getting absolutely nothing this time. So one thing I am noticing is when I turn it on, the status light comes on just enough to see it. So there is power there. The batteries are making connection, because without that connection I wouldn't be getting that light. But it's so dim I can barely see it. But it's there, so I know power's getting through. So after a while I start getting a little bit frustrated and I start yanking on the wires and it wakes up. So at this point I'm thinking there might be something beyond the actual battery plugs that's causing a problem. And it's too cold to do anything right now, but no, I need to get into this thing, take a look and see what's going on. So I get moving along, and it stops a couple more times. And all I gotta do in this case is just turn the key off, turn it back on, and it's ready to go again. That's normally how it works. Why it's shutting down completely, I'm not sure. So I get to this part here, and I have to go down to the road to get away from this snowbank. This is the issue, well, one of the issues that the snowplow sidewalk plow goes through first thing in the morning, and then the businesses clean out their parking lots, and they leave piles of snow on the sidewalk and plug the sidewalks up again. And it's one of my main beefs with people in the winter time. And I was under the impression you're not allowed to leave snow on the sidewalks. When you're clearing your property, you're not supposed to put snow on the road. I know that, but I thought it counted for sidewalk as well. And I actually asked the bylaw guy about it one time, because there's this one specific person out towards Walmart that blocks the sidewalk every time he cleans out his driveway, and even if he doesn't, he'll drive through the snowbank that the snowplow left and drag it all across the sidewalk, and I can't get the scooter through. So I complained about it, and that's when he told me that he doesn't think there's anything specific for the sidewalks themselves. So, yeah, it just really annoys me. So, now it's happening here, trying to get past this laneway and stop. It going again and stop. And now it shut off. Again. So I'm getting pretty angry at this point. I'm frustrated. I'm going through so much lately, as you know. Problems with the monster. The depression. Having to move is not helping any. And now I'm having problems with the ES950. And Zach got laid off from his job, so now I'm going to be supporting him financially again for a little while. It's just, everything is just hitting at once, and it's really getting to be too much for me right now. And I go out just to go out and get away from things. I go shop, like, that's one of the reasons I go to Walmart. I'll go out to Walmart and get one little thing, but it's not, I can only get it at Walmart. I go there just to get away. You know, it's the furthest place that I can shop at. And I enjoy the time out. You know, it's my me time. I'm generally daydreaming when I'm out driving around. And it's what I enjoy. You know, it's a mental break, basically. And when I start having problems like this, it eats at me. And things just get really bad. And when you see I'm just kind of I yanked the battery cover off because it was stuck in. My mind is not in a good place at this moment. But like I said, I'm starting to think that there's more to it. So you can see I grabbed the keys here. I'm bending the battery terminals on the plug, trying to force them together a little tighter. But like I say, I have a suspicion it goes beyond the plugs. I think there's something else going on here. So, after playing with the normal battery plug that causes the problem for a while, I wasn't getting any results, so I went around the other side of the scooter and started checking out the other one, and all of a sudden I noticed the display came on, and I wasn't even actually touching that battery plug at the time. So, I get playing with the wires in there, and the display kind of on and off, so I know something's loose somewhere else. It's not entirely the battery plugs that are causing the problem. There's another loose wire in there somewhere. So our snow squall situation has changed a little bit. It's been updated. They're under snow squall watch at the moment. Snow squalls are expected to develop. Under the snow squall bands, visibilities will be significantly reduced due to the heavy snow combined with blowing snow, and snow will quickly accumulate. Lake effect snow squalls are expected to begin later this morning in the wake of an Alberta clipper. Snow squalls will be ushered in from Lake Huron by a strong northwest wind gusting up to 70 kilometers per hour this morning into Wednesday. Snowfall amounts near 15 centimeters per 12 hours are likely in the strongest snow squalls. Occasional whiteout conditions are also possible from blowing snow due to the strong winds. There is potential for these snow squalls to become stationary for several hours at a time this afternoon into Wednesday. If this happens, local snowfall amounts of 30 centimeters or more are possible in the region, including the city of London. Now, 30 centimeters, to those of you who don't know the metric system, is 1 foot. That's a lot of snow. But, that's typical with this type of system. So, looks like we might get a little more than what they were first anticipating. But, we'll get what we get. Take it or leave it. I'd rather leave it, but that's how it is. So I get looking at the radar map, and this is after today's weather cam video. And I'm looking at it, and you can see the snow squalls. Really, really distinct lines coming off the lakes. Yeah, Lake Michigan on the left, and Lake Superior up top. Really, really sharp bands of snow coming off of them. And where the target sign is there, that's where I'm at. And it's just kind of a big blob. So, the winds aren't as specifically located, I guess you could say, in my particular area. So we're just getting a big blob of it. But like I said, this is after the weather cam video. So, I don't have this particular one on video to show. bye.